Why is the mic not picking up?
There we go. Hey guys, what's good, what's happening, what's going on, and welcome to yet another vlog of mine. I got martial arts tonight and like, I gotta leave in an hour, but I'm gonna try and make a video anyway, cause that's what I do. Surprise, surprise, not snowing out, but I did have to go out and clear my driveway this morning. I snowblowed it. I just heard a cat meow and I can't even see. Are you inside your hole? No. Where are you? I don't know. She's gone. But I went out yesterday and snowblowed. That was fun. And then after I snowblowed, I cleaned his driveway, the one beside me. I cleaned the end. He already had the top end done from the previous day, but plow came by and wrecked the bottom end. So I cleared that. And then I went across the street and cleared theirs. And then I went, cleared the guy back here's end of his driveway. And then I noticed across the street, down the court, there was two guys outside trying to shovel the end of their driveway. And they were literally trying to do it with like a spade. You know what a spade is, right? It's like a square shovel, kind of flat. Clear a driveway with that, you'd scoop up snow, and before you even had a chance to toss it, you'd lose 75% of it. So I was like, oh my God. So I went over there and I gave them the signal of, and I blasted the end of their driveway. What I did in 5 minutes would have taken them probably till the end of March. So I cleared their driveway for them and then came back. Remember how I said that I have this one neighbor in the summer that was partying all night? Well, that's the house. I swear it's like 20 students living there of East Indian persuasion or orientation or whatever the proper English word for that is. They're East Indian. Somebody bought the house, turned it into room rentals, and they rented it out. So they're sitting there trying to clear out the driveway with a frickin' like a spade and a round mouth shovel. The round mouth, okay, you'd probably do some damage with that, but it'd still take forever because my God, you can only put so much snow on a frickin' round mouth and toss it, right? And a spade, like, come on. That's like trying to clear your driveway with a spatula. Ain't gonna go well. You're great for chipping ice, especially if you modified it like I did mine, where I sharpen the end and, you know, make an improvised ice chipper. But it's not exactly the tool for the job. You need a Canadian snow shovel. Go to Canadian Tire, $12.99. Get yourself a good one. Hell, if you want to break the bank, $25.99. Get yourself a real good one, like the one I have that has a friggin' metal blade on the end and it's made out of friggin' ABS plastic. That thing will never break, and it's a great shaver. You can literally shave down humps at the end of your driveway, which I tried to do this morning. Thought I did a good job, and turns out I didn't quite do that good because when I backed the truck out, I kind of sunk in. So that sucks. Anyway, cleared all their stuff. So who knows? Maybe this summer they'll invite me over for a party. That'd be kind of sweet. But anyway, yeah, friggin' I thought we got all this snow and we were getting hammed, right? Then I see this picture online from Midland of this, I don't know if it's a full-grown adult or a child, standing in front of this snowbank, and it's just like, holy crap. Southern Ontario got it worse than Northern Ontario. We're talking about the snowstorms, eh? Talking about the snowstorms this week. Today at work, and we got people in remote offices up in Thunder Bay. They're like, we didn't get any snow. I'm like, you guys got no snow? Like, you guys are like the butt crack of the north. Like, what the hell? How do you not have snow? They didn't get any snow up there. But then you see Toronto and like Midland and London, all the southern areas and western areas, southwest areas, they got smoked with snow. This winter is freaking weird how it's attacking the south more than the north. Like, we got a lot of snow out there, but not as much as everybody else did. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, even it snowed in Florida, apparently. Like, I don't know if it did this weekend, but apparently Florida got snow. Like, that's nuts. When Florida gets snow, like, I thought they don't do that because it like wrecks the oranges and stuff, but apparently they do that. So I guess they just want to become Canada. That's cool. That's cool. So guys, I kind of want to get back into the video game making, but I don't want to use Skaven Games. That channel is deader than dead. And I kind of like Skaven Games, I played everything, right? I played Minecraft, I played Legends of Zelda, I played all sorts, Grand Theft Autos and all that shit. All those action-packed games, first-person shooters, all that stuff. Played a lot of that. We did a lot of live streams on there, but I really wanted to start fresh. So I did. I started a new channel, and it's basically mainly my favorite type of game. Survival games, like Rust. I know Rust has a lot of PvP to it, but there is a survival aspect to it. There is crafting, there is base building. You could live a peaceful life in Rust and never PvP. Well, you're gonna die. That's a given. It's freaking Rust. If you're out there farming in the world, some dickhead comes across you with a crossbow, you know for sure he's putting an arrow in your head. End of story, because Rust is toxic. Accept it. but it is a survival game, you know. And I also got a couple other games that are survival like Ark Survival Evolved that I want to revisit. I found a couple other games that I have in my list that I haven't played. Made a channel called Clueless Survival because I'm not the best anymore. I used to be a friggin' elite gamer. I remember we'd go to the Lanageddon in Toronto, and I took 1998, 1999, and 2000, 3 years back to bickety back in the Unreal Tournament and won first place in all 3 years. Didn't go back in 2001 because money was an issue. And 2002, I started working at the old call center on Terra. Call center? Help desk. People call it a call center. It was a call center because we got calls, but it was more of we were troubleshooting internet and networks and phone lines and data circuits and all that shit. We're the single point of contact actually, because you called us and then we resolved it. We were the ones you contacted, and if we couldn't fix it, we would either escalate it to a group who could fix it. Once they fixed it, we'd contact you back to confirm everything was good and go from there. But we were the single point of contact. There was nobody above us to really contact the client. We handled all client-side interactions. But anyway, when I started my job there, I just didn't have vacation time to take time off to go to Lanageddon anymore. And then high-speed internet became a thing. LAN parties died, and Lanageddon kind of fell. So they stopped doing it. Now everything's all about esports, right? Sit at home on your computer and play League of Legends or Counter-Strike or what's that stupid car game? I can't remember. The car game was soccer. Whatever, doesn't matter. Rocket League, there we go. Apparently it doesn't matter because my brain wouldn't stop thinking about it. But anyway, that's what gaming's become now, is sit at home on your computer with neon lights behind you in a gamer chair and playing video games. So I used to be like a real pro gamer. Like I won a lot of money and prizes and motherboards and friggin' CPUs and shit. And I built a bunch of computers and I ended up selling some off because I didn't need them because I already had a pretty good rig at home. And I'd sell the hardware for cash and stuff. And it was a good time. It was a good time. But I kind of don't really game much anymore, but I do still love the survival games. I like Scum. I love Scum. Haven't played it in forever, but that game has gotten so many more improvements. I think the last time I played it, I was like all anxious for the new fishing add-on. And they've put so much more into that survival game. Even like Rust. Rust is getting a whole bunch of new stuff added to it. They just did the primitive update. I've already did a live stream on that. And basically what that is the only gun you can get is the Ioka pistol, which is literally a flintlock that you literally bang a piece of flint on a piece of steel on the gun to ignite the bullet to send it flying out the chamber. Everything else is bows. And there's a trebuchet. Not a trebuchet, a ballista, but you can't carry that. You literally place it and stand behind it and shoot it. So there's a ballista as a big gun, and there's like a 4-round repeating crossbow that takes about a month and a half to reload. Then you have your crossbow, your bow and arrow, your compound bow. No pistols, no AK-47s, no M249s, no SKSs, no other powered weapons. You literally just have bows. And I played that one, and that was kind of fun, but I have a feeling that game mode's gonna die off because there's way too many complaints from the big guys. The reason why I like it and I think it's great is if you're out there roaming with a bow and somebody kills you, who cares? You didn't lose anything. You didn't lose anything big. Where if you're out there roaming with like an M249, full metal kit, you know, you're ready to rock, and somebody, like a group rolls up on you and just rolls you, that's a lot of like resource gathering that you did to make that set or to acquire that set, and it's gone like that. And that's why Rust can be pretty toxic. But you got to get into that mind state that it's just pixels, and the average Rust server wipes once a week. So you're gonna lose it in 7 days anyway. Who cares, right? Don't become attached to your gear. I think they call it gear fear. And then like Rising Worlds is another game that I've had forever. I've owned this game forever. It just now became a full release. I played it off stream to see what the heck it was about, and I'm like, holy crap, this game is actually really good. Took me a bit to figure it all out, but the game is actually really freaking good. I was like, this is pretty sweet. This is a great game. It's kind of Minecrafty, you know. You basically you start off in the industrial, like the caveman age, the very non-technology age where you're like building like furnaces and stuff out of like rocks, and you're like heating up metals, and you're basically start off with stone axe and a stone pickaxe, and then you get metal stuff later on, and then you gradually build yourself into the industrial age where now you're working with electricity, and you can get chainsaws and jackhammers and all that stuff that you build and set up assembly lines and all that. It looks really good. I didn't get that far into it. I was like, this is a pretty sweet game. I may have to do a live stream on this. But then I was like, you know, I should get into making videos about this stuff because there's a lot of survival games coming out in 2025. And I love making YouTube videos. Whether the channel does good or not, who cares? I love making YouTube videos. So I figured, you know, I'm gonna try a new channel concept, which is going to be the Clueless Survival. Should have called it Clueless Survivor. Because that kind of makes more sense and that kind of fits me well. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And it's gonna be freaking clueless. We're gonna be completely clueless. The channel currently has no subscribers, has no videos. I would start working on making content for it tonight, but like I said, I got martial arts and like I gotta leave here in 30 minutes to head down there to train. Tonight's a modern Arnis night, which means sticks. And it should be good because I think we might be doing tomahawk stuff tonight instead, because coach needs to get ready for March 15th. But now I saw the schedule for this Warriors weekend, and I don't know if Coach Chris is aware, but he's kind of not on the agenda. It looks like they got a bunch of other people doing demonstrations, but I don't see my coach on there. I see Datu Hartman on there. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I don't see Coach Chris on there with a tomahawk seminar. So this may or may not piss him off if we go there and he doesn't get to put on his show, because the whole idea is we're trying to show people what modern Arnis is, because nobody understands what it is, and a lot of people never heard of Filipino martial arts. It's actually starting to erupt though. I've been seeing a lot of YouTube shorts on it and Facebook reels on it where people are showing like simple defense tactics from the Filipino martial arts system. Like if somebody grabs your shirt, or, you know, the typical bar fight, somebody comes over with their left, they grab onto your shirt, and then they come in and they just gonna give you that haymaker from hell. They show you like 3 defense mechanisms that we learned in class. It's part of the DUMOG system where there's different things you can do. You can block it and hook the arm, or you can use a method to break the elbow and pop the shoulder. Like really mess a guy's day up. Probably net you some court charges and, you know, violent behaviors or something. But sometimes if you're not willing to hurt someone, you shouldn't be in the fight, right? You shouldn't be in the fight. But sometimes you have no choice but to be in the fight, because you're at a bar, you're having fun with your friends, and Drunky the ass clown comes over and he just wants to be a dick and he's trying to antagonize you, and then he decides he can't antagonize you. So he just starts throwing mitts. Does it happen often? No. But does it happen? Yes. Yes, it does. You always get that one friggin' bro dude that's all jacked up on Molson muscle and he just wants to go pick a fight. Either he had a bad day or something and he just looks around for the biggest dude in there that he thinks he can take, and he goes over and starts acting a fool. And it's like, are you frickin' for real right now? Are you frickin' for real right now? So it's nice to have that self-defense aspect on you and to know just how much you need to use it. You can also use pain compliance, which is great if you know how to do finger locks like Hapkido. If you know how to lock and actually instill pain without breaking limbs, that's a great time, because you can get pain compliance in. You know, you're trying to get Buddy out of the way, you put him in a lock that hurts like hell, and you just walk him around. If he starts moving, you apply more pressure. Let him know. Put him down on the ground if you have to. Don't break any of his limbs. Don't bust his face open. Just let him know you're not friggin' around. Pain compliance. It's what cops use. But yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Coach Chris tonight about that, because judging by the schedule, he's not doing tomahawks. And he's gonna be pretty pissed off because he just ordered 10 tomahawks from Blades Canada. And we probably won't be able to show off what we can do with them. And that's gonna be very, very highly upsetting. Very, very highly upsetting, because I know he's really looking forward to this. So I'm gonna be like, dude, you're gonna wanna talk to the organizer of this event, because I think you might be getting screwed. And like, if he's not doing any training And judging by what it is, it's just a bunch of demonstrations with no involvement. I don't even know if I want to go because it's $100 for the day. And if it's just sitting around and watching people throw their feet around, well, I got better things to do on my birthday because that's my birthday. So I could be doing anything else. I could be sitting at home and streaming. If the weather's not too bad, I can go out for the last day of ice fishing, go rip a hole and have a birthday ice fishing day. You know, I could be doing a lot of other things versus sitting around and watching other people have fun. So I'd kind of like to have more information on what's going down because I don't know, if I wanted to sit around and watch something, I would just watch YouTube. Just saying. Also, I really need to get myself a metal melting foundry. I told a couple friends, hey, save me your cans, save me your cans, save me your cans. Because I want to melt them down into aluminum and then make like some training knives for class, or even make a bulk of them and resell them to at events and stuff. Do things like that. Yeah, I got 3 really big bags of aluminum cans in the garage now. And I got a 4th one in the back of the truck. I really need to get a metal mounting foundry for melting aluminum and do some YouTube research on what I need to pour molds. I'm pretty sure I can just do it with 2x4s, some sand, like some good sand, like some Home Depot sand, and then just get the initial template and then take it to the belt sander and shape it. And then for the handle, I can probably just cut some wood down, make a handle, pin it in there with some brass pins, and call it a day. Pretty sure that'll work. But yeah, I got a lot of cans to melt. Like, this is gonna be an all-day event of canmelting.com. So I'm gonna have to get some sort of like basically melt the cans down and then make them into ingots, unless I can build a mold and then just pour it right away and go from there, because yeah, I got a lot of cans to make into ingots. Now, I know back in the day, One Pug Life was doing that out of a homemade smelter he made in his backyard from an old drum and a hair blower or something. I don't know what he was using to pump the air into it. And he had a crucible. I don't even think it was a valid crucible. I think it was just like an old fire extinguisher that he chopped the top off of. And he was melting aluminum and pouring them into muffin tins and making aluminum muffins for ingots. That's great and all, but I was thinking of using sticks, like get ingot sticks, and that way there, pour them out. And then when it comes time to actually making the mold, I can pour it into that. I can just melt the sticks and then pour them into that and make my my knives that way. And then bring them into the garage, shape them on the belt sander, and then go from there. I was actually thinking about, I wondered if they made cheap metal shredders, like a paper shredder, but one that I can jam pop cans into. Like, the pop cans are already crushed, but if I could shred them down into a finer dust, even like not aluminum dust, but like aluminum shreddings, they would melt a lot quicker in a crucible than just shoving a whole can in there. I know that these cans have rubber on the inside. All pop cans do. If you've ever done that one experiment where you put a can of Coke, I can't remember if you put it in, what kind of acid you put it in. I think it's just vinegar. It eats away at the aluminum and it leaves behind this like bag. All cans of Coke have that. All beverage cans have that, I should say. They're all lined because there's no way you could have just aluminum on the inside. That melts off in the heat. Sometimes it turns into slag on the top. You just rake that off with like a piece of metal or something to go in there, and just you can pull all that slag out and just chuck it into a bin. Like put it into like an old cookie sheet or something. And it should leave you pure aluminum behind. And then there's what you'll pour into your molds. Let it cool down and you're good to go. And I've seen people online use silicone molds pouring aluminum, and I'm like, how the hell does that hold up? Like, Jesus, Murphy, how the hell does that hold up? Because I was thinking, I'm like, what if I made fishing weights out of aluminum? Yeah, they wouldn't be as heavy as lead, but it would give you a slower sink rate on your cast. And for things like a wacky rigged worm or something, you could do a slower sinking, so it would give you more time in the suspension, so the fish would be able to key in on it quicker. But I'm pretty sure if that was a thing, people would be doing it. And I've looked up YouTube videos on how to make aluminum jig heads, and there isn't one, because I'm pretty sure either A, nobody thought of the idea, or B, somebody tried it, realized it was super dumb, and just quit. So that makes sense. But yeah. Anyway, guys, one reason why I came down here was take my NMN. This container is pretty much done. I don't have much left in here. Oh, hi. You're just gonna focus on me. I don't have much left in here, so, oh, you finally lost track. Okay. I don't have much left in here. I got enough for maybe one more hit, but that is okay because we have 2 more right here. Why do I keep them in the fridge? You have to. This stuff does not like the heat. What the hell was that? Why'd my watch just vibrate? Oh, 73 more zone minutes until I hit 150 zone minutes. Cool. Anyway, this stuff is pretty easy to take. If I can get some in the scooper here. You take it, put it under your tongue, let it dissolve, power. And let me tell you, it's super sour. All right, guys, different shirt. Why? Because I just got home from martial arts, had a shower, and remember how I said I was planning on not going to that Warriors weekend? Okay, I had a talk with Coach tonight. I didn't realize he's been doing some talking of his own. So like I said, Datu Hartman's coming up, and there's another guy coming up with Datu Hartman who's like a 5th degree. He's a 6th degree Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, 5th degree Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. He's coming to this event as well. Plus Greg from Deep River, who runs a Hapkido and Modern Arnis class out there. He's coming as well. Craig from Sudbury School of Martial Arts, he's coming as well as Jeremy, who's not a guru yet, but he's got his black belt. He's got to basically go for 1 year and then he gets assigned the guru where he can start his own school. Plus there's going to be members from the class going. We're literally going to roll in there like bulls on parade. I don't know if you saw the bull on the front of my fight shirt, but that there is our symbol, the bull. So everybody is going to be wearing the bull shirts. We're literally going to walk in there, bulls on parade. It's going to be friggin' awesome. It's going to be a good time. We have a battle plan. Tonight at martial arts, all we did was tomahawk training because that's what we're gearing up for. And that's the demonstration that we are going to put on at this seminar. It's nice to have all these other black belts, these other coaches, these other gurus, because sometimes I need to be told stuff differently by different people before it actually gets into the old thinking unit. But yeah, I'm definitely going to this. Whether or not I'll be able to record, if I do, it'll be on the cell phone. I'll do my best. Can't guarantee great audio. It doesn't really do well with range, and I don't think I can really put a mic on and walk around with a fuzzy chest. I don't think they'd appreciate that, but whatever. Anyway, guys, I'm going to bed. It's freaking 8 o'clock. I'm usually up at 4:30 in the morning, so I'll talk to you guys at another time. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, live it to win it. Peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.